Welcome back to another episode of The Gateway. We join our party on a middle of a week off and a little bit of downtime. A couple of things that were taken care of over the last couple of days. Parthenax had put his name down for Transcender Manor in Vandalen, done all of the appropriate paperwork and had it sent off so that you guys could appropriately own the house. Um, A cart was commissioned to be built to carry all of your party members and supplies. Um, you guys also spent a little bit of time doing some police work, as it were, a little good cop, bad cop, interrogating the wizard Glassstaff, formerly known as Arano. Um, you guys currently are in your house, having it put back together by a local dwarf named Gertie. Um, and everybody had gone to sleep um, in this house. We start with Niken. You are in a dream that feels more real than normal. Um, you can sense that something is very different. You don't feel yourself. You feel much more powerful. You feel like as though you're protecting something. And out of nowhere, um, this orc, larger than you've ever seen, bursts through the tree line of your camp. You're about to lay to bed, and um, when you least expect it, this orc just bursts through into your camp, ready to attack. That's where we pick up with Eru, who is having a similarly vivid and strong dream. Not himself, much more much more powerful than normal, stronger, more feral. You are on a hunt. You are in a dark forest, and you know that your quarry is nearby. You've come across them, you have them unawares, and you ambush and run in for an attack. Uh, can I get an initiative from Niken and Eru?
That's an 8 for me.
23 on me.
Ooh.
Don't kill me, Irene.
Okay, so you were ever so calm and quiet. You were bedding down. You were ready for your first night alone in the forest when this orc bursts through. It is within 15 feet of you in your camp, just beyond the tree line. What would you like to do?
Obviously, I'm gonna go stealth. I want to put my cloak on.
So you go to reach for the hood of your cloak, and
Oh
you
damn.
feel that it's not there. Your enclothes are entirely different. You're wearing animal skins from many different catches. Um, but you feel like you could fight this. You feel like running or hiding might not be an option. They already have you.
Okay. I'm in the forest also.
Yeah, you are in a forest.
Okay. Could I still do a stealth check and hide behind the tree? Kind of
Yeah,
sneak up upon whoever
absolutely,
this is.
absolutely. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Hell yeah. I got 22.
Oh boy. Um, Eru, go ahead and make a perception check.
That was perception, you said?
That was say what? What was it?
15.
Okay. Yeah. So you do manage to find a spot that is hidden, just kind of like a shadow. You disappear into the shadows, and this orc is just furiously in front of you, looking to attack anything. Is there anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I'll like to kind of sneak up behind him, just get close as possible, back and see what this creature is doing?
Yeah, you don't even have to move from your initial hiding spot, just to know that it is here basically just to take you out.
It's who?
It is here just to kill. Just raging
Okay.
through the camp,
What is he doing at this moment?
looking for you.
Okay. Okay. Can I do a? I forgot the name. Hold on. That I think it's called Mind Sliver. Where is my freaking?
So I would give you the stealth check as an action. So if you were to
Okay.
cast any spells, that would be another action.
Okay. Then
You gotta.
I guess I'll just wait and see what he does. I'll
You
hold.
do feel very,
Yeah.
very well hidden. Okay. Iru, you are you're standing in this camp. Your target was in front of you moments before, um, when in the blink of an eye it disappears. You can't tell where he went. He is definitely still nearby.
Um, as a bonus action, I will rage
Okay.
and I will strike the nearest tree, or I guess through it if somebody's behind it. I'm gonna just random, not sure which one it is.
Can you guys hear me okay? Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll. There are not many trees nearby, and as you're looking around, you do notice that you have this massive axe in your hand.
You got really muffled and quiet. I can't hear you, bud.
Oh man. Okay, all my headphones are dying on me. So as you look around and go to swing at one of these nearby trees, you do notice that you have a huge axe in your hand, a little bit different from your normal hammer. But
All
go
right.
ahead and make an attack roll.
All right. 16.
Okay, so yeah, you do clear through a nearby tree, just the huge hulking frame. You can sense the power that is in this current form that you have, and it just cleaves clear through a near tree, but it is not the one that your target was hiding behind currently. You have a
All right.
second.
I'll take my second attack and strike another tree,
Okay.
and that is a 26.
Ooh. So yeah, you do manage to find the appropriate tree, and your axe does not just find bark to get through, but also does find flesh and bone, and you do tear through your target. How much damage do you do?
16.
Oh man. Okay. So Niken, you do take 16 points of dream damage. Um, you guys aren't
Can,
gonna die
can I
in
do
this
a
scenario,
reaction with
to
that?
be totally clear. Um,
Hey Nick,
what's up?
can I do a reaction? Uncanny dodge. When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to half the attack.
Yeah, I'd give you uncanny dodge for that one.
Okay.
But you've just taken this really meaty hit from this massive axe that cleaves through the tree you're hiding behind, and caught you in the chest and has just torn some of the animal skins, and you're now bleeding profusely from your chest.
And how much points was it? Damage?
I think it would be 8.
Okay. That's how you do it. So it drops it down.
Thanks for joining us, Hex. We are in a bit of a like mini scene, bit of a dream scene at the moment. Um, just so you know, and then there'll be a couple things we'll catch you up here in a minute. What would you like to be doing, Megan?
Oh, I'll attack. I want to do my mind sliver,
Okay.
and I believe it just hits. Right? The spell damage increases. So mind sliver just hits, right?
Iru, go ahead and make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh boy.
What is your spell DC, Niken?
It's 12. He needs to be 12.
11.
Oh, so close.
I felt that on this side of the DM screen. Okay, so how much damage do you do?
Okay, so I guess he just takes a 1d6, which I need to roll. But oh no, it's a 2d6. That's what it is. Never mind. He takes 7. He takes 9.
So yeah, right after this
What did he say?
yeah, I didn't quite catch that either.
Oh, you're muted, dude.
Yeah, I do the space bar thing. Just no, I said my mind. Okay.
Okay, so just after this axe having found purchase on you and the tree now falling in front of you, just a stump between you and this large orc, um, cast a spell towards it, and he just like recoils in pain, puts a hand on his head. My brain. Um, uh, is there anything else you'd like to do?
I like to use my bonus action and hide again.
Okay, go ahead, make a stealth check.
It's so good. 26.
Iru,
Yeah.
go ahead and make a perception check, just to see what happens.
20.
Pretty good. You're confident that this target of yours is still within the same area, but he has just almost like a cartoon dipped behind the um, tree trunk that you've just cut. And then you look behind it, and he's just not there. Um,
Where'd he go?
so you go ahead and you can either make another perception check, or you could just start attacking more trees.
I'll go for another perception. No, I'm gonna attack trees.
Okay.
I'm gonna swing at the next one.
I was gonna say with the 20 you do with that first 20 you do know that he's within the area. Like you can't pinpoint it, but he couldn't have gotten too far.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
gonna pick the next closest tree that I guess is gonna be my best guess for where I think he went.
okay, go ahead and make an attack roll. And then Hex, can you roll a d20 for me and let me know what you get? Just a straight d20.
25.
Oh yeah, you definitely find him. The next tree. It's like there were two on either side, and you just pick one and go. And yeah, your axe definitely finds purchase on this next tree. It's like you didn't even bother swinging through the tree, just kind of swung behind it so the axe head would hit on the other side of the tree. What is your damage?
9.
Another 9 damage to Niken. Hex, what'd you get?
16.
Was it a solid 9?
Yeah, so because you've used your reaction, And normally that would reset every round, but since this is 2, it's
Okay.
going to last just twice that.
Okay. So it's just a solid 9, I think.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. And with that, we're going to pause on that one for just a moment. Sella, your dreams of this last couple of days have gone back and forth, mostly thinking of home, dark times, not being sure kind of what you left behind, not having been at home for quite a while. Tonight you dream of your pet Tressum, the little owl cat that would sit in a perch near your bed, um, just missing it so badly, uh, it crept its way into your dreams.
Oh.
It's just a day of keeping company with your flying cat, um, and kind of
And he's not on.
almost as if it were really there. You can remember the fur and the feathers and the way it feels and the little kind of cooing meows that would come out of this strange animal. My cat just looked at me
Oh.
so weird when I did that.
Is it on fire?
No, nothing
Thank
is on.
God. Nothing's on fire. That's a change. I enjoy this dream immensely.
Um, my bad, Hex. I was gonna catch you up, and then I already moved on to my next thing. But so last couple of days have been spent mostly in downtime. Um, there's been an order put through to claim the Transcender Manor. That's the house that you guys had fought the Red Brands in. There's also been a commission put in to have a cart built for all of you guys that has been paid for, and a lot of the scrap wood from the barrels and crates and things down in the bottom of the dungeon of the manor are being used to build that cart. So you guys got a little bit of a discount there. Um, there's also a um, crafting session that happened with Niken and Hex, where you guys were trying to make daggers out of the dragon teeth, and after a critical fail, Niken's knife slipped and sort of stuck in your stomach for a little bit. Sella promptly healed you guys as Niken carried you back up from the dungeon.
The
Um,
emotional wounds.
that's up to you how long those scars last, but the immediate cure wounds pretty much took care of any physical scars, so you don't have to worry about that. Um, There was also an interrogation that went down with Glassstaff. Sella and Eru played a little bit of good cop, bad cop. Um, and you guys also discovered that there's a ghost in this house. Upon trying to rebuild and fix it up and move in, something kind of made its presence known to you guys. And yeah, is there anything else that I'm missing? I know that was kind of fast.
Made a cart, or we paid for a cart to be commissioned. I don't know if that's really very important.
Yeah, I think I got that one, but yeah, that is pretty important because if you guys go anywhere, you won't have to pay for anything. You just go. Um, okay. Uh, which brings me to Hex. You find yourself restless in this new house, kind of unable to sleep. But late one night, you do get a message from one of your old war buddies, one of your commanders, who uses a sending spell, and you hear from him. Hey, Hex, how you doing, man? Did you get to the mainland? You still alive? You
Do
can
I
reply to this message with 25 words or less.
do I recognize the voice, like right
Yeah,
off the bat?
yeah, it was definitely one of your war buddies, one of your commanders.
Oh my, copper snot! No, I'll replay it in my mind. I'm pretty sure that was Copper Snot, who was one of my good war buddies. Copper Snot, yeah, I made it to the mainland. Just hiding out here. How are things back home?
We're doing great, man.
uh, that that crazy warlord has left. It seems like he's left us in charge.
Are you in charge, Copper Snot?
Oh, hell no.
And Hexa let out a hearty chuckle. Good, because last time I saw you, you couldn't fight your way out of a boot. Well, it's good to hear from you. Why are you messaging me?
You were one of the only ones who left the mainland. I just had to see if you got there, if you made it past the ocean.
It wasn't easy, but yeah, I made it. Hey, can you do me a favor?
Yeah, what do you need, bud?
If you see Clementine, tell her hi.
Oh, I definitely will. She's been eating a lot of bigger game lately. I think she's gonna shed soon.
Oh my gosh. Our little our little snake's growing up. He gets really excited. Starts just monotonously tinkering with his fingers.
So listen, there was another reason that I messaged you. I wanted to warn you that the warlord's not on this mainland anymore. He's heading to the mainland. So you should be careful. He might be looking for you.
I had a feeling I wouldn't get out of it that easy. I'll be ready. Thank you for the warning.
Good to hear from you, man. If you want to talk again, just find a sending spell and you can message me. Your old buddy Coppersnot.
Sounds good, Copper Snot. You stay strong in there and hug all my buddies for me.
And then you don't hear anything back from that one. But hearing from a friend, someone that you haven't heard from in maybe a couple of years, it does help you relax a little bit, and you do find sleep to pass over you pretty easily. Um, and then Parthenax. Um, early this morning, kind of skipping ahead a little bit, but I'll get back to Eru and Niken. Um, early this morning, you find yourself with a voice in your head, a very familiar voice of your mother, sending a very similar sending spell, however pre-recorded. Why, son, we've heard that you've purchased land in Vandal, and we couldn't be more proud of you. If you could just keep putting name down in the Parthenax, land down in the Parthenax name, we would be most appreciative. It's good to see our son out there doing what we need him to be doing. Also, I've sent a message your way so that we will be able to contact you and have a two-way sending spell. Your own Parthenax line of communication. This is the end of this message.
Dictated but not read.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And back to Niken and Eru. So, Niken, having just taken some damage from this axe swing that cleaved around a tree, um, you're sensing that this might be um, your final calling, kind of like an old tiger sensing the end. Um, that this may be one of the final battles, but still you hold your own and you're ready to do what you need to do to survive. What would you like to be doing?
Um,
Probably like probably like two more turns each before we wrap this little mini encounter up.
can you guys still hear me? I don't want to be incorrect here, but I only had finished one attack when we were in the middle of it, and I still have a second attack and a bonus action.
Thank you for reminding me. Sorry. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So
I
yeah,
wasn't exactly sure where we had. I know you had just attacked, so in my head I was like, okay, it's Niken's. But yeah, if you have more turn, then yeah. I
cool.
didn't mean to end that in the middle of your turn.
Oh, it's all good. Okay, so I'm going to swing to attack again, and that is 15. Oh, you're still muted. Sorry, bud.
It's okay. So 15 would miss. It's like after a successful attack, you rear up to go for a second like power string, but just swing, but just advertise a little bit too hard on your attack, and he's able to move out of the way of it. Did you have a bonus action or anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the bonus action to use my rage attack.
Okay, go ahead.
22.
Ooh, yeah, okay, that one definitely hits.
That's another 9.
How you looking, Niken?
Oh, I'm done. That's it.
You're down? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's as this last swing after dodging the over-advertised power attack, there's just another one that comes up just right from the axe being in the stump to you and just cleaves your head clean off, but you only feel blackness. It just blinks into dark as you see the blade coming through you. And moments later, you see from a different perspective this entire scene. You can see what felt like yourself just decapitated, and this huge orc standing over you, grunting, breathing heavily, and just lumbers away, dragging the axe behind it into the forest. And you can see a small child running from the forest into this camp that you recognize to be truly you, and you realize that this scene was your father's demise, and you blink awake. Iru, you can hear a voice telling you, I must, I needed to show you where you came from. I needed to show you how your destinies entwine. And you fade awake. You're currently sleeping mostly upside down, kind of against a wall. Your legs are up on a wall, and you're kind of just hunched over in a strange position. You feel like you've been thrashing and shaking around a lot, like you're not really even near the bed that you went to sleep in. But you all wake up on the morning of the 6th day now. Um, what would you guys like to be taken care of today? You're all kind of just in whatever space you would want to feel comfortable within the Transcender Manor. As the sun rises, the dwarf that you guys hired to work on this house isn't too far behind, and he is there pretty bright
Is he
and
licking
early.
the bricks again?
Occasionally, you do catch him occasionally licking a brick, and
Is
it's
he like
usually
guilty?
he doesn't do it guiltily. It's like he will be putting bricks back, and then every now and then there's one that just won't fit. He can't find a spot for it, and so he'll take just a good long lick, sometimes pausing his tongue on it and then finishing, and then he'll walk directly over to the spot that it needs to go to and puts it in like a perfect puzzle piece. You've noticed this behavior a couple of times throughout even just one day.
I licked them guiltily because I'm trying to figure it out.
Make make an intelligence saving throw.
10.
You got no idea. Tastes
think
like
he gets
nice
a
dirt, maybe. Maybe it tastes like fancy rubble or something.
He
It
probably
tastes
gets a
like a
negative
rock, man. I don't get it.
That was a lot of voices at once. Sorry. I don't know who said what there. I heard Iru say, I don't get it, but then I think Niken was trying to say something. I don't know if somebody else was talking.
Yeah, I said actually it might be funny, but the mind sliver, he's supposed to get a negative on intelligence. He's supposed to roll again if he does an intelligence throw. Yeah, I don't know. Either way,
Okay,
it's
okay.
funny.
That would
I roll again. I mean,
that
I
was
already have a negative modifier, so.
we'll say that was like the dream spell. It would
Okay.
have worked in the dream kind of thing. But we're back in reality and awake, and so that he's not being affected by your mind sliver, thankfully. But both of you wake up having had very vivid combative dreams. Um, I guess your characters wouldn't necessarily know that they were about the other, but or that your guys' dreams were connected, but both of you had hard combat dreams. Niken, we've got a couple more of those animal checks if you want to be training Nightshade. You guys still have more dragon teeth if you want to, if Hex and Niken, you guys want to try and make some daggers. If you guys, Parthenax, you wanted to make any potions or anything like that, you guys got a couple of things you guys can still do.
I'd kind of like to spend the day reading. I've got books to read, so I'll just go out to where the tree is and sit down against it, and just pop open one of my books. And I'm going to start with the monster manuals and just start at the first one and plow my way through them. Do not disturb.
Stella puts the do not disturb airplane mode on, and kind of just finds a little spot by herself in the courtyard, and has her bag of holding next to her and just starts pulling out books on the other side. And so there's just like a small library or index of books next to her. These books that you're reading are very very dense as far as the wording goes, but it's not too bad to kind of context clue figure out what they mean. And it is mostly a biology manual on different monsters. So they're hand-drawn diagrams of dissected monsters and the way that their organs lay out. And yeah, you're basically learning about like the actual biological makeup of a lot of different animals and creatures within the far realms.
Awesome. Very awesome. Would that give me any advantages on True Strike in the future?
Possibly. Go ahead and give me a intelligence saving throw. Lots of those going
Ooh.
around today.
Okay. And I'm going to use I got fancy new dice. They have unicorns for the 20. And I'm really happy. Let's see if I get a unicorn. Not quite. I have a dirty unicorn.
Yes, I like that.
I rolled a dirty 20.
Dirty
Yep.
unicorn.
That makes me so happy.
You can never unhear that one.
Oh boy.
I like that as a slang for what, an unnatural or dirty 20. Yeah, I rolled the dirty unicorn.
It's just, I do actually have a unicorn. I'm sure there's no way you can see it. It's just a blob, but it's there. So what do I get with my dirty unicorn?
Absolutely nothing. That's gross. No, I'm kidding.
What?
I'm
What?
kidding.
He got some mud on his hose. It's not that big a deal. What's wrong with you people?
Okay. No, you do get through a couple of the books pretty quickly. It starts to get easier as you go along. After reading some of these larger words one or two times, you start to figure out and don't have to go back and read it. But yeah, you get through the first couple of manuals. You think it probably will take you all day, pretty much, to kind of get through this whole set.
That's my favorite kind of day. So I will just sit and read, quite content.
So all of you guys are hanging out in the manor as the dwarf, man whose name escapes me now. The dwarf is
Ghoulie?
kind of Ghoulie, yeah, thank you. He's working on
Oh.
the stones for a couple hours by himself, and after not too long, the help, his help arrives. His cousins show up with a whole dwarven breakfast. They've got potatoes and meat, and veggies and booze. They're starting off the morning right. Um, they bring it all in and offer it all to you for being such gracious hosts and, giving them work in a kind of hard to find work town. So you guys do
Yeah, knowing that
breakfast.
I should make potions for the party, and that's probably an important thing to do, I'm going to procrastinate and party down for breakfast with these dwarfs.
Okay. So you're gonna procrastinate breakfast? That's what I heard, right?
I'm gonna party down. Procrastinate by partying down for breakfast with these dwarves.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, they're all glad to have anybody just kind of accompany them in a celebratory breakfast and having a good job and having something to do really in this boring town. Um, but yeah, they just offer you up as many drinks as they can kind of get down your throat as early in the morning as possible.
I picture it's a scene. It's like a montage of like lots of breakfast food and beer, and then there's like a bunch of dwarves around Parthenex like chanting "Do it," and Parthenex is holding one of the bricks with his tongue out. He's like, "Do it, do it."
It's not so bad.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, no, no. I can't. I can't do it.
Okay. Um, well, as you guys are waking up in the morning, um, kind of figuring out what you guys are going to do with your day, there is a knock on the door, which is kind of strange because pretty much everybody else that's come in here so far just kind of bursts in.
I'll get it.
Okay. Um, you go to open the door, and standing in front of you is a high elf, very fancily dressed with a tiara on her head, and a big smile on her face. Everly, standing in front of you is a half-orc who has just opened the door uh, and just greets you with a hi.
Holy.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Hi.
What can I do you for?
So you
I'm
had
looking.
heard that there was another high elf staying at this manor from your travels through towns and asking for advice and if anybody had seen another high elf. It led you here, and you heard that at Transcendar Manor was another high elf. Nobody was really sure her name or who she was, but they'd seen a high elf in town and knew that this she was at.
Okay. So, hi. I'm Everly, and I've been traveling, and I heard that there may be perhaps another high elf staying here. And I was hoping to see if it's who I'm looking for.
Stella!
Can I hear him?
Probably. I imagine you would be able to.
That's like a deep, resonant roar.
Fuck, where's the front door? Sorry. Stella kind of jerks away from her book for a second, closes it, and she's gonna scream back. What? I'm busy.
There's someone here for you. Just 1 second. She'll be here.
So I hear this and I go, wait a minute. That's not good.
Stella is quietly thinking this herself. She goes much more pale than she usually is, and she's thinking about sneaking away through the back entrance.
Well, you know what? Why don't you come on in? I'm just gonna bring you to her.
What? No.
So I walk in to the house.
So as you
gonna
walk
kind of
in,
try.
from the outside, this manor looks pretty nice. Like it's a decent home. And then walking in, you see that a lot of the walls are in shambles. You can tell from the inside, part of the roof is collapsed. Um, it definitely needs a lot of work. And as you guys take a couple of steps in, there's a dwarf that just very busily walks in front of you, carrying like a large load of rocks, kind of grumbling to himself. He just totally cuts you guys off, doesn't even paying you guys any mind. He is just on a mission.
I'm gonna climb the tree.
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Okay. Ten.
It's a big tree. It doesn't have any low branches. So it's mostly just bark, round bark. I kind of imagine Sella trying to like scurry up the tree. Like,
She's trying pretty hard. She's not succeeding. So I guess the image as they walk into the courtyard is this poor elf like desperately trying to jump for the lowest branch, but not quite reaching. Compared to this other elf, she kind of looks like a mess.
Yeah, I can already imagine. Like I'm giving the tour as we're walking to just these two doorways. So there's that hole in the wall. There's the other hole in the wall. And here's the tree that's inside, except it's outside.
It's our outside inside, our inside outside. I a little bit drunk right now, so I'm gonna use alter self just to turn into Sella, and I'm gonna intercept this call.
boy. Okay, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw first. Because you're right, these dwarves have given you like a dwarvish amount of alcohol.
12.
Yeah, you feel pretty drunk. You feel like real tipsy. And then go ahead and give me a deception check.
10.
Damn.
Ow. How about insight from Eru and Everly, but Everly with disadvantage.
Hey Nick, check your messages too, whenever you can, please.
Thanks. Yeah.
10.
10 on insight.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he got on the deception. That's really funny.
Fellas?
It's okay, so okay, so this is weird. So Eru, you're taking this unexpected guests kind of on a tour through the house, and you come across Sella just kind of stumbling through a hallway, um, kind of just finding something to do. Um, but it's Sella, and you walk up to her, and you you go, "Hey, Sella, this high elf's looking for you," and
Oh,
you
hello!
Hey, wait, how did you get here? I thought I just saw you at the. Anyway, there's an elf here for you?
So Parthenax, you hear a message in your head. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm your cousin. You don't remember me? And this is just in your head.
New number, new phone, new phone. Who this?
Oh my goodness. So Everly, yeah, you hear back kind of just like a confused stutter of words you don't necessarily understand
In a
in a voice
deep,
you've never heard before.
draconic male voice.
Can
Yeah.
I also come around the corner at this point and
Yeah.
just see if I can assess that that is not Sella?
Go ahead and make an insight.
Let's give it a roll. I got a 10 too.
No, you did not.
No.
So yeah, you come around the corner and you're like, "Oh, Sella, there you are." And you're briefly confused. It's like there's just some sort of mannerism about Sella that doesn't seem right, but it looks like her. It's her.
Okay, well, I'm gonna continue walking past. I'm just gonna kind of make sure everything looks cool, everything's fine, and then I'm gonna go out to the tree and see if I can see actual Sella.
So yeah, you're just kind of taking a walk through the house, just kind of, waking up, kind of going through stuff, and you pass by most of your party members and this new house guest, and just kind of make a wave and keep walking through, and you get out to the courtyard, and there is Sella, just crazily jumping up at a tree branch, trying to do something. When moments ago you just saw her with the rest of your party in the hallway.
So I have like for half a second, I have the like loading screen going on in my head. And then I kind of snap to it. Sella, what's going on?
There's someone.
Sella.
There's someone here trying to find me, and I
Oh,
can't. I need to get away.
well.
I don't know what's going on, but I need to hide like now.
I think Sella's distracting him, so I think you're okay.
What?
I can help you hide. I thought you were. He's a she. She's a he. She. She. I don't know. Let me help you hide. So
Okay.
I will help. Confusingly, I will help her try to find a better hiding spot.
Dope.
Do you want to try making another athletics check with advantage? So
I
if you
could
want to
give you.
climb the tree
Yeah, I
again.
could give you a boost.
What's your strength modifier?
It's a 1. I've got a 1, a solid 1.
That's actually impressive considering you're so small.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Up the tree. Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so. And Ami will be there for support.
So
Awesome.
if you each want to make an athletics check, or if Sella, you want to make one, or just with advantage and roll twice.
I
Okay.
have a +4 in athletics.
Oh,
Ooh,
Because
perfect.
I picked it.
Yeah. We'll
Let
both
me.
roll that. That
All
sounds good.
right. Yeah. I got a 17.
nice.
I also got a 17 on dice. But +3, that's another dirty unicorn. Yay.
I think this episode's going to be titled "All Hail the Dirty Unicorn."
Yeah.
That's the name of the cart.
The Dirty Unicorn's the name of
Dirty
the cart.
unicorn.
That's
That's
good.
what we can later on we can name our brothel that once we get to Waterdeep.
Hey!
Stop.
That's fair. That's
Okay.
All
fair.
right.
So you guys do manage to, with a little bit of a boost, kind of mostly standing on Hex's armor, I imagine. You do manage to get a tree branch and pull yourself up into the tree. You feel like you are pretty hidden up here. It's like midsummer spring, so there are definitely trees or leaves up in the tree that you can hide behind. I know in the map it's kind of fall looking, but
So
Uh,
at this point, I'll look up to her and go, shh. And then I will go back and just casually pretend I didn't just help our elf friend up a tree and see what the heck is going on from a distance.
okay. So you go out and back out into one of the hallways, and yeah, the rest of your party are just kind of standing there conversing with this new guest. They all have really weird looks on their faces, though. Um, and for the rest of you guys, you're kind of stuck in this social stalemate a little bit, um, where you're introducing each other, and Hex walks up, kind of just nonchalantly, almost too nonchalantly. He's whistling for some reason.
You nailed it. I totally would be.
Okay, cool. What would you guys like to be doing?
So I've now sort of put that the voice came from Everly. Can I do like an insight check to see if she's here to like stab Sella or like what's the intention here?
Yeah, go ahead and do an insight check.
So can I talk to him in Draconic since he kind of talked to me first earlier in Draconic? Can I reply to him?
If that's one of your languages,
Yeah.
then yeah.
So basically, just I want to reply back to him in Draconic, like reiterating, like I'm just here for Stella, that I'm her cousin. I'd heard that there was a high elf there, and I was hoping that it was her. Just trying to reassure him that I'm who I say I am.
I hear the Draconic, and I do a spit take.
You heard it in your head too. This was not even spoken. This was like a it's like a collegiate educated draconic tongue too. It's like fresh out of school.
Yeah, I do a spit take all over some poor dwarf that probably just handed me that stuff. Um, it's seeing that I rolled a 9 on insight, but the fact that she spoke Draconic means we're all cool. She could have been like probably nefarious, but spoke to me in Draconic. I probably thought she was all right. So I will drop the guise of Sella, but I want to waste this, so I'm just going to be a dwarf. And I will tell you, Everly, I don't know where Sella is right now. She's probably hiding somewhere because people are looking for that arms nest. But she's here-ish.
Okay, so can I use my detection abilities to what did it say?
Locate Stella
To locate her, like
and talk to
feel
her.
her thoughts. Yeah.
Oh
Are you
crap, oh
using
crap, oh crap, oh crap.
are you using the tiara?
Stop going on the computer.
Yes.
Okay, so you want to just send a message specifically to her.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you're able to do that. What do
Okay.
you try and say to her?
Hey, cuz. I don't know, just like,
Is that really?
hey, it's Everly. Remember me? It's been a while.
Just got out of school.
Yeah, I just got out of college. Well, I guess I don't call it college. Wizard school. My bad. Just got out of wizard school, came back home. Family told me you've been out missing for a few years.
It's been
Come out.
it's only been a couple months she's been gone, but
Oh, okay.
Never get updates.
so yeah, Stella,
I
you're
reckon-
hiding in this tree, and just out of nowhere you hear this very far off but still familiar voice that just kind of rings out in your head, uh, and sends you this message.
Can I reply back? Do I know how to do that?
Um, do yes,
It's like a walkie, I believe. Yeah.
yes, you can.
Okay. Really? Everly? Hi! And she's going to promptly fall out of the tree. And then start running to wherever the voice is coming from.
You take oh god, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fuck. Okay.
It's a big tree.
It's a big damn tree. I get it. Okay.
Every 10 feet you fall is
Ow.
1d6 of bludgeoning damage. So I'm like it might be a little more than 10, but we'll just say it's 10. So I rolled a 6.
Okay. Well, she'll curse in Elvish on her when she hits the ground. Like, whatever Elvish is bad. And then she starts just hauling butt to wherever Everly is. And when she sees her, she's gonna like wave like a kid. She looks ridiculous. And she's like, hey, oh my gosh, I missed you so much. How are you? How was wizard school? You have to tell me everything. I can do magic now. Did you know I can do magic now? Oh, Everly, I'm so excited. Hi.
Hey, so good to see you. That's awesome. You can do magic. Do magic too.
Yeah. Yay! Now both of us can do magic. It's so cool. How'd you get here? How'd you find me? Are you really Everly?
I am really Everly. And
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Sorry. I got a 13.
You're very confident that this is your cousin.
Yay! I'm very excited to see her
Yay.
then. My parents didn't send you, did they?
They mentioned that you had been gone, but they did not send me for you, no.
Good, because I'd have to run if they did. But that's nice. It's really good to see you. How are you?
I'm great. I've just been, finishing up school, and now I'm wanting to adventure and, see the world. And I have found out that you were off doing just that, and so I wanted to join you.
Yay! Stella looks absolutely ridiculous to the rest of the party. She's never acted this excited about anything.
She's also got like a couple of twigs sticking in her hair. There's like a leaf
Yeah.
plastered to one cheek kind of thing.
Like, cousin, you've got a little something in your hair. Here, let me fix it.
Thank you. I fell out of a tree.
It happens.
Yeah. Well, oh party, my party. Is Everly allowed to join us? She's really cool, I promise.
I think we better leave it to the best nose we got. And I'll whistle for Ami to come up and inspect and make sure that this is legit. So
Oh,
my rackety, good old mechanical boy will come around the corner all happily and kind of springy, and he'll plop down and he'll look at Everly, and he'll slowly and timidly approach and give a sniff, and his mechanical tail will just shoot like a spring and start wagging. Well, she's good in my book.
that's kind of the end all be all, so I think you're going to be fine.
Yeah, if the dog likes you, pretty much everybody likes you.
Well, everybody, this is my cousin. Parthenax, why don't you catch her up on what we're doing?
Well, a small dwarf walks up. Well, where did someone go? Oh. Currently, we are. What are we doing? What are we doing?
He's a little drunk, excuse him.
Yeah. What are we doing? There's something about a black spider. Oh, yes. Some sort of secret crime organization run by a black spider. Something about a well of souls or a well of magic we have to go save. And we're trying to make a lot of money. I'm sorry?
Forge of spells.
Forge of spells. A forge of spells we have to go find. So if you're willing to help us find this forge of spells, we will gladly give you a cut of any treasure we make. I'm the team treasurenator. However, a significant portion is going to go to rebuild. And I just gesture around to the ruins that we call it a house right now.
I get to have my own bathroom.
Will there be room for me?
Oh yeah, we'll make you a whole wing. You're a wizard. We'll make you a wizard's tower.
I like
Absolutely. Wizard's tower. We need it.
Love to go on your quest.
All right. Welcome.
You just hear kind of a far off yeah from Ghoulie somewhere in the manor.
Well, Everly, welcome to formerly Team Parthenax. We haven't decided what to call ourselves yet.
Oh yeah, we do need to think about that, don't we? The paperwork's not due yet, is it?
The adventuring group formerly known as Team Parthenax.
Hey, Niken, what's your bird's name?
Nightshade.
I always thought that was pretty cool. What do you guys think? Team Nightshade.
I like the manor. That's me personally. Nightshade Manor.
Ami and the Nightshaders.
There you go.
Was good. Yes. If we go by Nightshade, the owl can be our little, not sidekick. What's the other word?
Mascot.
That. Yes.
All right. We'll call the place Nightshade Manor. I'm down with that. But instead of Team Nightshade, what about the Nightshade?
Well, it is an entire family of plants, so they might get confused with what we're trying to do.
Yeah, we could be confused with tomatoes, potatoes, onions.
Exactly. Stella's being completely serious about this.
Yeah.
So maybe just Deadly Nightshade? True Nightshade? Tomatoes?
Tomatoes?
Don't
Before
let Stella
we
name
settle this, does
anything.
anyone else have any ideas?
Haru, anything?
I got a big old blank.
Oh, okay. We could also be the Warhammers. That might be fun.
We only have one Warhammer.
Yeah, I guess. Shall we vote on it? Yeah?
What about you, Hex? What do you think?
Have anything off the top of my head?
What about Team Clementine?
She's sacred.
Oh,
Okay. I didn't know your companion was a sacred snake. That's cool.
Only in my mind.
what else? I also thought of the After Party and the Chosen Few.
The after party sounds fun. But do we get to go to the actual party too? Or
So
just
no, we are the After Party.
Yeah.
There's no
Oh.
party after ours.
So we're the cool kids that nobody else gets to hang out with.
So basically, we finish the job, and then we have the after party, which we're the after party.
Right.
I like that. I could go for that.
And also, like, we're a party of adventurers. We're the After Party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I'll vote for that.
The After
If
Party.
that's consensus, I am down.
What'd you say, Nikon? That last part faded out.
The after party for the team name, and then the actual manor. I would like it Nightshade Manor.
Yeah, I think that we're all settled on that.
That's my
Yeah.
vote.
Same
That
here.
sounds great. Yes.
We could grow tomatoes, potatoes, onions, nightshade.
Belladonna, some other deadly shit.
There was a little bit of talk about using the little area nearby. There's a little bit of forest kind of down the hill from the manor that you guys might be able to kind of turn into gardening area or something.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
So
I
new
mentioned
team,
now.
brewery, but none of you dwarves, unquote, know how to brew. I say challengingly.
there were no dwarves nearby when he said this. They were
Oh,
all very clearly on the other side of the castle.
That's great.
The only dwarf in the room is me currently.
Did
All
Parthenax
right.
turn into a dwarf when he said that?
I've
Did you
been a
like-
dwarf for a minute at this point.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch that one. I'm
As
sorry.
soon as I wasn't Sella, I started being a dwarf.
For
I
sure.
didn't want Sella to know that I was Sella again. That was quite upsetting to her last time, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Parthenax, where is your bag of gold right now?
With me. If it was earlier in the day, it would have been in my room, but it's with me currently.
You got it, because you're probably going out on the town at some point. You can feel it slowly start to lift. Like the weight just all of a sudden kind of like lifts off of your body. It's still there. it's still next to you, but it just kind of is starting to float kind of up and away.
I am like a hockey goalie going for a puck. It's just whooja, whooja. Like I
Right?
just
You go to grab it, and it's like it's still being pulled up. You stopped it a little bit, but it's like still being kind of pulled up and away, just very slowly, almost like a slowly rising helium balloon, just kind of being lifted and pulled away. You like jump on it to try and grab it, and like
yeah,
what?
I am uh, now shifted my alter self. Instead of making me someone else, I'm using it to. Oh, that's just weapons. Anyway, I go back to my big dragonborn self and I am pulling it down.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check or strength saving throw.
23.
Okay, yeah, you manage to get enough of your weight on top of it before it starts getting too high, and you do pull it back down, and it just kind of releases and like slump onto the ground. Um, Ebru, you feel a tap on one of your shoulders, and then after you look, there's nothing there at all. There's your party, but they're all just kind of looking at you. You just kind of like,
Who who tapped me?
um,
When you guys mage hand tap me or something?
Hex, you swear that Omni was just by your side. Um, you heard him kind of clop, clop, clop up next to you, um, and then heard the for just a split second in your head, and then nothing. He's not there. Um,
Mommy.
No.
Niken, you swear that you heard Nightshade talking to you. You heard there was one training session you guys had that was particularly well, and it seemed like there was a voice in your head that came from the bird, but it it's in the courtyard. It is nowhere near you.
Who, Nightshade?
Yeah, you thought it was Nightshade for a moment.
Okay, I'll go
Um,
investigate.
okay, so you go out into the courtyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's chilling on a branch. He's got his eyes wide like he's stalking a mouse or something, kind of somewhere in the grass. But he was nowhere near you. Um, Sella, your bag of holding begins to feel heavier and heavier, um, almost like something is pulling it down. Go ahead and give me a strength saving throw.
7.
Okay, so it the weight in your bag increases just slowly and slowly, almost to the point that you don't notice until you're leaning over, um, and it just pulls you right to the ground if you don't let go of it. If you keep it on your shoulder, it's just gonna like drop you down. But if you wanted, you could let it slip off.
I'm not okay with that, so I'm going to follow it to the ground and
Okay,
just be
so you
like,
go you go
"Oh,
with your you
wait,
go with your
actually,
bag of holding to the ground, and it just seems stuck there. It's just like planted on onto the ground,
can
unmoving.
I cast can I cast dispel magic?
Sure.
Will that do anything? Maybe. I'm going to try."
You cast the spell, and it like on your bag itself. Well, okay. Where are you casting the spell? It's probably a really good question because there's a lot of magic going on here that I think you might do something
Mm,
you don't want to do.
I'm not going to cast it on the bag because that's just not rational. I need it to remain a bag of holding.
Well,
Um,
that's why I said something too.
yeah.
All of you guys that are around Sella 2 see this. You guys just moments ago saw Parthenax's bag start like kind of floating up and away. All of these things happened like within moments of each other.
You know what? I'm actually going to reserve that dispel magic. I want to figure out where the source of the magic is first.
Are you doing a detect magic?
I do not have detect magic.
Okay.
Can I do a knowledge arcana?
Yeah.
Okay. because there's multiple things happening at once. And it's like, what the hell? I got a nat 1.
Oh no.
Cousin might be playing a trick on you. Yeah, you have no idea.
Oh, well then, the only person here who can do magic like that might be Everly. So I'm gonna be like, cuz, come on, that's not funny. This is really
And
important to me. It has a lot of stuff in there. You gotta stop.
as soon as you go to beg your cousin to stop messing with you, this gush of just cold air um, brushes by, and you can see all of her hair fly up for a second. Her crown almost, or tiara, almost comes off of her head for a moment. Um, Everly, can you give me a Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
So these are saving throws right here. This
Mhm.
box. Con.
You just click it.
You just click it. 10.
10.
Oh, so this hard gust of cold air comes by as Cella's begging you to stop messing with the bag of holding. You take 2 points of cold damage um, from this icy wind as it just kind of like pierces you a little bit. Um, and we'll take a break right there, probably 10-15 minutes. If you guys need to use the bathroom, grab something to eat. I know I need a cigarette. So we'll see you guys back here, yeah, at about, yeah, like 52 past the hour. All right, see you guys in a few. Welcome back. Um, we join the party as they're all kind of hanging out in the house, introducing themselves to this new Everly, as a couple of strange occurrences kind of started happening to each of the party members. Um, you guys can hear very low shouts come from one side of the manor where the wall was the most broken and the dwarves were working on first, and they all come running past you guys out the front door, um, faces looking pale, just completely afraid, um, running out of the manor as quickly as possible. Um, when, after not but a few moments, you guys hear a harsh voice kind of break through the silence. This is my home. You will all leave. Let's roll an initiative.
Holding it down with a 5.
I got a 19.
This one. 19.
That's intelligence.
16.
Right there. This initiative.
Let's take
Click
it.
that. Yeah.
That's 15 from me.
I got 21.
I got a 9.
Oh, jeez. Um, okay. So, let's see. Parthenax, you were going to be up. You actually rolled exactly what the ghost did. Um, but it's going to go first. Let's see here. Okay. Um, so there are pieces of brick that start flying out from corners that have been kind of loosely put in, but parts of this wall just start kind of flying out. Um, I need Parthenax, Niken, and Ebru to give me dexterity saving throws.
11.
24 for Niken. 17 plus 7.
Okay. Yeah, Niken, you definitely dodge out of the way of these kind of flying bricks that start to just come out of the walls.
4.
Okay, Ebru, Parthenax, you guys both take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as these bricks just kind of like smack into you from nowhere. Um,
Point of order, do I still have the damage, the dream damage, does that affect my waking state?
No.
No.
No, you're good. No, you're good. Yeah, you guys should be at full health and spells and stuff from a long rest. Um, okay, and then um,
I'm sorry, what
you
was
were
that damage again?
5. Um, can I get a charisma saving throw from Ebru, please?
Four.
Okay, so you guys watch as this ghost begins to just move towards Ebru and just disappears in within him, and he kind of struggles for a minute and then just uprights himself. Um, do uh, let me say, Ian, check your messages here in a second. So Parthenax, it is going to be your turn. You did just see this ghost kind of just disappear. It was there and then it was not, and it seems to have disappeared inside Ebru.
All right, then I'm going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip on Iru. Then, after seeing the ghostly biz go into him, he needs to make an intelligence saving throw and beat a 15.
Dirty 1.
Okay. So, on your turn, you can either move, take an action, or a bonus action. You can only do one of those three. You also take 7 points of psychic damage. And hopefully the ghost does as well. I figured the psychic damage would be penetrating.
So I got a ghost inside me. My friends just attacked me. Am I aware that the ghost is also hurt, or am I just real mad at Parthenax now?
And not able to do much about it quickly.
What was that damage again, bud?
7.
Ouch.
Ouch. Hmm.
Okay.
Is there any
So
existing structure up above? Like how far up above is the roof?
this thing has like 20-foot ceilings,
There's somewhere like
20-foot vaulted ceiling, so it could get up like 35 or something at the top.
somewhere I could perch.
Yeah.
Gargoyle. All right, I'm gonna Misty step up and do that to finish my turn.
Okay, yeah. So you go up and get up into the rafters of the manor, like way up above.
Like 25 feet, because I can only get Misty step 30 feet.
Okay. Okay.
My turn.
So Niken, you are up next.
I'm going to use Mind Sliver on him.
Okay.
I do 10 damage to Eerie.
Do I have any
Oh,
saving throws?
He has to do a saving throw, my bad.
Because this is the intelligence one.
Yes, that's correct. Roll a 12 or higher.
Got it. Two. So, dirty 1 again. How much damage was that?
10 damage.
That really hurt.
How you looking? Just curious.
I don't feel so good.
Okay.
And I'm going to have to do that because my answer is actually nothing.
Check your messages again, Ian. Okay, so Sella, you're gonna be up next. Some of the couple of like bits of scrap wood that are left, um, kind of strewn about this place. It seems like it's just broken wood beyond kind of realizing what it is. Um, Starts to kind of come together and form, and take shape into small like stools and benches. Um, and there are three of them. Of course, my draw tool isn't working right, because I couldn't find a piece of furniture that looked right. So they're just like these couple of pieces of furniture that kind of like grow to life. It's like a bench and a couple of stools that kind of wake up and just start shambling around, um, coming towards you guys. Sella, it is your turn.
Okay. So far everybody's just hit Eru, right?
More or
Just
less,
Quite.
just smacking him.
yeah.
Yep.
Psychically.
Psychic smacking.
Also, my question before, am I aware inside if the ghost is also taking damage? Is any of that hitting me at all?
Oh, I forgot to answer
Is
that for you.
or
I'm
did the
sorry.
message answer my question there already?
Yeah, basically.
Got it.
You, I mean, yeah, you're basically incapacitated and something is controlling your body. But you're like still aware. So it's like, yeah, it's kind of like you're just within this shell. It's like you just see you, being attacked by your friends. I mean, you can imagine why, but you're still just kind of in this Ebru Jaeger at the moment.
Hmm. Oh fuck.
I don't think Stella's in the tree anymore.
No, she fell and took 6 points of bludgeoning damage from getting out of the tree. So she's definitely not there anymore. She was talking to Everly and the group. Okay, so can we? He's not responding when we speak to him, is he? Has anyone tried speaking to him yet?
No.
No.
No. That
Okay.
didn't cross my mind.
It's
All
it's
right.
kind of like if there were a huge spider kind of crawling around that you were trying to like hit with newspaper, but then it crawled on your friend. And so you should just start whacking your friend with the newspaper, doing nothing to the spider.
Okay. Um. Damn. So Parthenax has already told us we have a ghost too, in the mansion
Several times.
several times.
In
Okay.
fact, you guys were supposed to handle this yesterday.
Hey, 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 hey.
Not my turn.
Okay. We were interrogating some very important people. All right. And Arrow was there. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try. Can I put two and two together and figure out it's a ghost? Can I roll for that?
I don't think you would have to.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you would know that it was a ghost.
Okay. Well then,
It made itself known. It showed itself before it possessed Ebru.
okay. So he's obviously possessed. Sorry, I missed that. My
It's cool.
brain. I don't want to hurt Iru, but I don't think I can reason with a ghost.
Thanks.
Hmm? You're welcome. So, I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery, trying to attack the brain and not Arrow himself. I'm not sure how that's gonna go.
I don't know the difference there.
Hmm?
I don't know the
I think
difference.
she means targeting the ghost as opposed
Okay.
to Ira.
Yeah,
Okay.
target the ghost's consciousness and not Arrow's brain. And that automatically hits, I think. No, it's a wisdom saving throw of 14.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw, Yura.
Six.
Okay, you take 4 points of damage. You foul, loathsome thing.
Strike
Get out of my fen right now.
back.
I'm sorry, Arrow.
Strike back.
What? One more time?
Yeah, that's basically.
Strike back.
Strike back. Okay. Oh
Yeah,
no.
that's basically all that would be going through his head right now. Speaking of which, Iru, it's your turn.
So, given my current state, the best I can do is actually, how close is Sella?
Um, I would say probably the Niken, Everly, and Hex are probably the closest to you. Sela and Parthenax are probably a little bit distant, but like 10 feet from Sela, Parthenax is up in the rafters.
Okay, so given my current state, I will I get, what is it? I can either move, attack, or bonus action.
Correct. Only one of those.
Okay, so I'm going to take my attack as I get 2 attacks per turn, or 2 attacks per action. So I'm not within striking range with a held weapon, so I will pull one of
Or you muted yourself.
I will pull one of my spears and throw it at Sella, hollering,
Ooh.
and I will say "strike back" as I throw it.
All right, make your attack roll.
17 hit.
Yeah. How much
10
damage am I
points
taking?
damage.
Oh. Sella drops to a knee. She is not looking good.
I say "strike back" again, and I will throw a second spear.
Ghost man, they're brutal.
You aiming for me again?
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit?
No, it does not. Thank God.
All right. And then I'm just going to say "strike back" again, but remain still because I can't move.
Okay. All right. Good job. Everly, you are up, and then Hex, you'll be on deck. So Everly, you're standing near Niken, Hex, and Iru, who has just kind of gone crazy after this ghost disappeared in him and started attacking.
Okay. So the first thing I want to do is my bonus action to put up my
Wait, son.
blade song to increase my AC.
Okay.
And then I would like to use my action to use my tiara to see if I can detect the ghost's thoughts
Speak to him.
to speak to him.
Okay, what would you like to say?
Um,
Or are you using detect thoughts? Because you can say
well,
something.
I was thinking to detect thoughts to kind of see what he's wanting, like what is his motive here.
The detect thoughts is trying to find the person.
Um,
You can also talk to them.
So I'd have to talk to him to find out what he wants
Mentally, yeah.
mentally. Okay.
You know where he's at. He's at Eber
Mhm.
and Eber.
So I just need to talk to
Yeah,
him.
just talk to him.
Okay. So yeah, I would just talk to him and say like, hey,
Where are you texting?
why are you attacking us? Yeah. What's going on?
You just get two harsh words emanating from the crown. Get out.
That's not gonna happen.
All right. So that was action, bonus action. You've got movement if you want to go anywhere. Otherwise, it'll be Hex's turn.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
So Hex, in similar fashion as you've seen him before, just turns solid like a rock and stone cold and steps up to the plate and gets right in the face of this giant barbarian. And as he kind of stands up to him, his armor begins to crackle, kind of like a really, really strong bonfire. And you see him, he's like cranking knobs on the side of his armor, on the side of his scale mail here. And I am going to cast Heavy Metal. So Heavy Metal chooses a manufactured metal object, in this case my armor, and it causes it to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with this object takes 2d8 fire damage as the spell continues. So,
Is that heat metal?
heat metal? Heavy metal. Oh, yes, heat metal. Heat metal. It looks like heavy metal. I need.
No, you were right with heavy metal. I think
I like
I
heavy
like that
metal.
better. I
you
like
were
that
all
better
good
too.
until the rules lawyer had to say something.
10 out of 10.
We're going
heavy
with
metal.
Yeah.
heavy metal.
Well, yeah.
Person has to make a charisma saving throw. Go ahead. No, keep going, keep going. So
So
keep metal.
it starts crackling and just like emanating this heat. And I am gonna go the giant barbarian and the ghost inside, saying that they're both weak sissies and I would love to see them hit me. And then I am also, because of my cool artificer thing, I get 2 attacks per action. So I will use that as my first, and then I will hit him with a firebolt just to really make it apparent I'm here for a fight.
So you heated your own armor?
Yep.
So
So if he hits me, he would be taking 2d8.
okay. I'm pretty sure you would also take 2d8 fire damage though, because it's your armor that you're wearing.
I wonder.
Does that make sense?
It does. He's not wearing armor?
No, but like the axe he's carrying, you could heat. You could heat his axe, and that would make it so that he would have to
In
actually try and.
physical. Okay.
I am wearing half plate.
So he is wearing metal.
Cool. So I will heat yours instead. Heavy metal onto the barbarian. So
The Constitution saving throw, I'm pretty sure. But let me double check real quick. Keep going.
components, source. I have the PHB page if you need it. I guess you'll look it up, huh?
Yeah, it's okay. Just yeah, so we're on the same page.
Cool. So his armor begins to crackle, and he will. Any creature that makes physical contact with this object takes 2d8 fire damage. Creature is holding a weapon. Must succeed on a Constitution.
Yeah, so
It has.
go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. And Hex, what's your spell save DC?
Let's see. Ooh, this is the first time I've had to look that up. Where do I find that?
So on your spells page, it should be near the top. It'll show you.
Oh, 15.
Well, what'd you get, Eru? You might have been muted if you told me. Eru. Sorry,
Oh,
dude.
the Constitution saving
Yeah,
throw.
yeah.
20.
Oof.
Ooh, okay.
So
So he does take damage, but he manages to hold on to his axe.
cool. And then for the second part, I'm just gonna hit him with a firebolt and still try to make it apparent that fight me.
Okay.
Um,
So how much damage am I taking?
I think that's like 3d8 total. Because it's 2d8 from the heat metal, and is your firebolt 1d8?
my firebolt's 2d10.
Okay, so 2d8 and 2d10. Damn.
So, but I need to roll to see if I hit with the firebolt, right?
Okay, yeah, that one is rolled to hit.
That's a nat 20. I'm so sorry.
Oh boy.
That hits.
So that's 4d10 plus 2d8. So 4d10 for 21, and then 2d8. Oof. That'll be 32 damage total because of the nat 20.
I believe Eru's down. Am I wrong?
Give me a second.
Okay.
Okay. So my hit points were reduced exactly to 0. So my relentless endurance kicks in. And when you are reduced to 0 HP, well, I don't know if I'm killed yet. When we're reduced to 0 HP but not killed, I can drop to 1 HP instead once per long rest. And I also gain an attack of opportunity, I think, with Orcish Fury.
Ooh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so as this firebolt hits you, and just kind of blasts you with this fire damage, like you begin to kind of fade to black, but then your orcish nature kind of like pulls you back, and you are indeed Ebru again. As you come back from that 0 to 1, the ghost is floating away from you, and you're actually able to, if you want, get an attack on it as it floats away from you.
Okay. Uh, 27.
Ooh, that definitely hits. And then while he's rolling damage for that, can everybody else give me a wisdom saving throw? And let me know what you got on damage.
21.
Okay.
I got an 11.
I got a 12.
Okay. Nike and Everly, what'd you guys? Oh, there.
He got 23 and Everly got 15.
Mm-hmm.
15.
Okay. So what was your damage, Eru?
Let me roll for that right now. My Orcish Fury gives me a second damage die.
Nice.
Is my modifier applied at the end of both, or do I add it to each individual one?
Usually, if it's one, it's applied to each individual attack. The modifier will be on each attack individually.
So for each dice, that's what because like it tells me I get to add another damage dice for my Orcish Fury. It's like a double damage last second
Yeah,
strike.
yeah.
So
I think
does
it's
that mean I
just
get +6 to both dice, or is it both dice together +6?
that second one.
Okay. 24.
Nice. Jeez. And then wisdom saving throw, please.
5.
You got a 5?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like in the couple of seconds from being not dropped down to 0 and effectively dying, basically passing out. You're not dying. When you go to 0 hit points, you're passing out. You're not dying. This like fade to black and then coming back instant later and seeing this spirit that had just possessed you and being able to get an attack off on it was just moments before like realizing the fact that you had just gotten fucking possessed by a ghost and here that ghost is right in front of you and the fear just overcomes you and Iru, roll a d4 for me.
3.
You visibly age by about 30 years. You actually look older as though life force has been drained out of you a little bit. You were pretty young, half orc to begin with, but it's like you just mature in an instant. Couple of wrinkles under your eyes kind of gather, a couple of crow's feet. Um, Okay, and then Sella and Hex, you guys are also currently frightened by the ghost. You cannot move any closer to it, and attacks made against it are made with disadvantage. Um, okay, so we're back at the top of the round. That was actually really good timing. Let's see here. The does not get its possession back. Um, so it leaves you all with a voice. I will be here as long as you are. And then it just kind of like fades away into the ethereal plane. And the bits of furniture that were kind of standing up around you guys, just they were kind of shambling and kind of shaking forward as though they were trying to move, and they just kind of stop. They look like very precariously pieces of wood all placed together. Like if a feather landed on it, it would probably fall over back into a pile of wood. But the ghost is currently uh, unvisible. It is not around you guys at the moment. Um, and Iru is just kind of standing, breathing heavily, with like he just saw a ghost. Um, Pale face, kind of wrinkled skin, wide-eyed, probably wondering. Well, not wondering why you all attacked him, but probably a little sore.
Well, first, Iru, sorry about attacking your mind. Necessary evil. Two, I'm willing to hire a professional to solve this problem. Is there a professional service we can hire for getting rid of ghosts?
Who are you gonna call?
Do you think
I
is it
do
not
believe I've heard of a group called the Ghost Thrashers.
The ghost facers.
I'm not sure they're definitely not local though. That's a problem.
This could have gone even worse. I mean, thank goodness it was Iru and Iru's not dead.
I'm
But
gonna
it could have
take
been
a
another
fucking
one.
nap.
Yeah. We need to get this man a healing spell and a nap.
I'm
I got you.
I'm gonna lay down right on the ground and just fall asleep.
We're out of combat, right? Okay, cool. I'm gonna take a hot second to cast Cure Mass Wounds, or Mass Cure Wounds, because I'm very low in health, and I'm pretty sure everybody else is taking at least a little damage.
Indeed.
You're using the rod of healing, right, to do that?
Staff of Healing.
Staff.
But yes, I am indeed doing
Okay.
that.
And I think that one,
Gnome-sized
I
staff.
think the mass one expends all the charges.
No, it only expends half. Takes 5.
Oh.
Yep. Okay. Off we go. Okay, 19 plus 5, so that's 24. Everyone regains 24 health. Health.
God damn.
Everybody good? Well, Air is asleep, obviously.
Is Iru still aged? Did it stay with him?
Yeah, I'm
Oh
pretty
yeah,
sure I'm 55 now.
yeah, yeah. He looks to be kind of like a quite a bit older half orc.
It's
Very
not
like
all or not.
it's like a
I'm,
distinguished though. It's kind of
He's
like
like
it's
Tom
the hot
Selleck.
dad.
Yeah,
Just-
he, Silver Fox.
who's I was gonna say his name escaped me. The Ocean's 11 guy,
George Clooney.
George Clooney. Yeah.
You're the
with
George
big
Clooney of half
ol'
orcs.
fucking teeth.
I don't know. Wolverine's way hotter, in my opinion.
Hugh Jack.
I take a Hugh Jackman.
Hell yeah. Yes. Okay. Hugh Jackman it is. You're asleep, aren't you, Iru?
Yeah, I'm out like a light.
Okay.
Like I don't have the capacity to be angry at anybody after that. I'm done.
Okay.
Is-
How much longer till our cart gets made?
You could go check on it.
We might also want to stop by like the Temple of Timora or some sort of holy place. Get some holy water, maybe some garlic. I don't know. What don't
Can
ghosts
I-
like?
Can I look at the furniture that built itself in an IKEA fashion and is about to fall apart?
That was 2 on point.
I would just like to. I mean, can I detect magic?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
So you use your spell on these piece of furniture, and it's like you get a leftover magic feeling. There definitely was some kind of arc arcane nature that was used on these, but you feel like it most likely came from the ghost. That this is the ghost's lair, so to speak. So it might have had some control over the furniture that it built one day.
I'm gonna smash them back into pieces.
Like the first one you go to smash, you don't even really get to smash it. Like just the waving of your weapon or your hands or whatever you go to hit it, just the air kind of like blows it over, and the first one just kind of topples a little bit.
That
Like
is not satisfying.
it's like those rock stacking things that you think are like pretty solid, but just like a really good breeze will take it out.
Okay. Well then, yeah, I guess that's all I got then.
It doesn't appear like they're going to come back together out of nowhere. It does seem like the ghost was responsible for it.
Hey Nick, what day is this?
So this would be the 6th day of your guys'
Okay, just double checking.
Mhm.
Because I still wanted to give a text if he's cool with it and try to get those daggers going if possible. And then
Exo rub his tummy.
what about Nacho? Isn't he a paladin? Paladin? Can he kind of maybe help us with the spirits, maybe?
Yeah, if you guys went to the Temple of Timora, there's a fair chance that one or the other of them might be able to help you guys.
Okay.
We also need to see if we can get the spell removed from Eru. I doubt he appreciates being 30 years older.
Well, that wasn't a spell, by the way. He's just looks
The
older
ghost
now.
literally sucked the life out of me. Like I
Oh,
just
fuck.
insta-aged. I'm
Okay,
genuinely
I
55 now. That's it.
Can that be put back in?
You guys did have
You sucked the life back out of that ghost.
you
I have a potion. I have a potion of youth. We can use that instead.
Oh,
guys do have a potion of age reversal if you wanted.
It's not
Well-
a potion of age reversal.
Maybe
Potion of longevity.
Yeah,
we
there you go.
should we should produce more of those or save it in case next time we fight this ghost it's like a 70-year drain.
That's fair.
I
I'm a
don't
little
want to
torn.
fight this ghost again. I want to have someone else get rid of it. We're not ghost people. Obviously, this is shown.
I agree with that too. I don't want to fight this ghost. I'd rather spend money to find someone to fight this ghost. And this is our manner, so yeah.
This is what clerics and paladins do for a living.
Yep.
I'm sure Eru would be happy to lend us a hand. We just gotta not Eru, Nacho. Ignacio would be happy to lend us a hand. We just have to go ask him. Oh no, he's not still on his honeymoon, is he?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Been a couple days.
It's been 6 days.
I don't know,
How long
honeymoons
does
can
a
be pretty
honeymoon-
long.
Yeah, how long do they usually last? I have no idea.
About 5-6 days.
I think it
Let's
depends on
go.
how much money you got, honestly. It depends on how much you're spending. It could be a couple weeks.
All we can do is go check.
They also are a cleric and a paladin, so they could be like, taking a mission honeymoon. They could be going to like spread the word of Timora on their honeymoon.
Oh.
Let's hope not. Anybody have a spare sending spell?
Dude, can I call home and get some like priest of Bahamut down up in this piece? Get some platinum dragon livery.
You could
Livery?
try. Yeah, I mean this is D&D. You could basically do anything you want.
Did you
Yeah.
suggest that out loud, Parthenax?
Oh yeah. Yeah, no,
I-
yeah. Can I
Oh, no.
call home
Oh no.
platinum dragon priest up in this piece? You know what? I'm gonna do it.
No,
Okay.
no, no. We just need Ignacio. No, no dragon, no dragons. Please no.
Okay.
Kind of for it.
Sorry.
So you guys want to go to the House of Timora?
I
The
think
people of Timora in town to see where they're at.
Yeah, that would be great. Can we go?
can we split up?
If you guys want to. There's not much reason you all can't just go out on the town.
You never split the party.
How close is it?
It's like at the end of the lane.
Like a 10-minute walk.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna get attacked. I guess.
No.
Whatever.
Okay, so just to make things go a little bit more quickly, you guys do head down into town. People are just kind of working. You guys get more friendly smiles and waves than the first time that you guys traveled into town. You head down into the town square where the Shrine of Luck is. Nobody is currently standing in front of it. It doesn't look like any offerings have been placed in a couple of days. And you guys head over to Sister Gariel's home. Who wants to knock on the door?
I'll knock on the door.
So Stella, yeah, you give it a light rapping just to be polite. It's not a huge house. Wait a couple of minutes and nothing.
Well, darn it.
Probably about midday, just right in the afternoon. And as you guys are kind of walking around Sister Gariel's home, kind of trying to see if she's in there, maybe they're just kind of hiding or something. And it's like, hey, we need help though. There's just nobody really in it. But across from the townmaster's hall, Salidar does catch you guys and comes out. Team, my lords, my friends, how are you all? How are you all doing? I have some news for you. There's been a message. I believe it's for you. It's addressed to the adventurers. and there hasn't been a party of adventurers in some time, so I assume it's addressed to you. But it's from X. It's place marked just from an X, the letter X. I don't know what that is supposed to mean. Um, One of our couriers from a nearby city had brought it by. I don't know much about it other than I believe it's meant for you. Um, and Sella, might I have a word? It's rather important. Uh, who is this, by the way? And he just notices Everly after kind of like spilling out a bunch of information at you guys, trying to update you. I'm Slider Hallwinter. Nice to meet your acquaintance. I don't see high elves very often, especially around these parts. Who might you be?
Hello, I am Everly. I'm Stella's cousin.
Oh, how wondrous! It's lovely to meet you, Sella. It's probably lovely to have some family around. I'm sure.
Ah, you have no idea.
Indeed, indeed. Might I have a word with you privately, Sella?
Ah, certainly, yeah.
So he takes you into the town master's hall. You notice that uh, Glassstaff is not there. The cells are empty. It appears that they have taken him into a larger city to stand trial. Um, Master Sella, so I may have made a decision, and I thought I should just inform you, but so your family has been looking for you for some time, and I was pressed rather hard about it, and I told them that you had died in the flooding of Cragmar's cave to help lower any
I
suspicions of you being found. It seems that there are many interested parties after you. I
so
hope you
oh,
don't mind. It was a very high pressure decision, and I felt it would be betrayal if I were to just give you up outright. But I thought you should know that the family's still looking for you. They want the body, but they aren't looking for you quite the same.
Stella's gonna sit and she's gonna twirl her now very brown hair in her fingers, and that was probably a very good decision. Um, Better than me being married. Um, Thank you, Slidar. Your
Okay?
solidarity will be remembered. As for my
Yes, thank
family,
you.
yeah,
I didn't have much to tell them. The best that I could do was that there was a high elf that helped rescue me from Cragmaw Cave, but in the flooding, I said that your body was washed out, and I assumed you to be just a rogue deserter. I didn't know that you were so important. It was the best that I could do. I didn't want too many heads after you, and there already seemed to be a couple strangers coming around with interest in you.
indeed. It seems to be that my family is much more eager to find me than I originally thought. Do you have any news on Ela, my homeland?
As far as I know, they're doing very well. I'm surprised that I wasn't alerted to the another high elf joining Van Dalen, but
Oh,
things
my
have been
cousin
very
just came.
crazy within the the Lord's Order. Damn it, that's not the name of his clan. Um,
Lord's Alliance.
Thank you, the Lord's Alliance. That's it. Things haven't been quite right ever since Irano's defectment.
It would seem that there's a large part of the Lord's Alliance that is not exactly doing good in the world. My cousin just got back from wizard school, wizard college, so it's nice that she's here. I don't think that she's aware of my circumstances. I can,
Perhaps it's best it stays that way.
yeah, at least for now. I can work with the whole being dead thing. That's probably a good move, actually. I appreciate it. It was quick thinking. I'm not really sure what else to do at this point, but continue to be dead. Oh, by the way, do you know where our cleric and our paladin friend are? Ignacio and his new wife?
They've gone on mission. They're Neverwinter. I hear that they're low on clerics of Timora, and they both went to go help.
That's fair.
They
We're
go where the
having
need is best.
I hope they're having a lovely time defeating evil wherever they are. We are having quite a bit of issues with a ghost in the new manor. You wouldn't happen to know anything that could help us.
That's probably Sir Eldith Transcenda. He's a surly ghost. Their
Oh, you timed
legends.
out.
Oh, that is probably the spirit of Sir Eldith Transcenda. He's a surly spirit. That one. Couple have disturbed him in the past. I'm not quite sure how the Red Brands managed to quell his spirit and live there, but some who have tried in the past have dealt with his wrath and vacated. I figured you were all strong enough to defeat or rid of him, so
We'll have
do
to
you need
work on the
help?
problem a bit. We do need help, preferably from a cleric or a paladin, but we'll continue to work on the issue separately. Um, is there anything else you needed from me?
He's kind of lost in thought for a couple of minutes. It's like he faded out after talking about this with him. Oh man. Um, I'm having a hard time remembering if Salidar was with you guys. Um, yeah, no, he was because he helped the women. So yeah, he
Yeah.
thinks for a couple of minutes, and he goes, "That wasn't there a crypt in the dungeon of that manor?
Oh,
That
indeed. And
that
there was a sword that belonged to Sir Eldith.
that
That sword.
was
We got that sword.
probably the resting place of Sir Aldith. I believe if we have disturbed his remains, his spirit may be rather angry. Perhaps that's how the Red Brands got by, was by leaving his remains alone, or avoiding them."
We did remove the sword that was attached to his remains. Perhaps putting it back will help do something. I'm gonna pull it out of my bag of holding, which looks ridiculous when it happens, but oh, it's like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Um, I guess this will have to do. We have at least a step in the right direction. Well,
It's
Slidar, I
worth a
appreciate
try.
it. Thank you so much for telling me about what transpired with my parents. It's been getting to a point where I think I need to go home. Not quite yet. Anyway, I hope you have a pleasant day. I'm going to return to my party.
Thank you. Yes, indeed. Let me know if you need anything. I
Of
will
course.
be happy to be of service. And let me know about that letter. I am very curious.
We'll read it together. Anyway, I'll stay dead and you stay awesome, okay?
He looks confused for a second. Yes, yes. I never saw you.
Never. No, not once. Not living. All right. Bye. I'll return to the rest of the group. Hey, guys. How's it going?
So, what were you talking to Slider about?
Oh, instead of being your wife, I'm now dead.
X lets out a gigantic laugh that cracks the silence.
Thank you. Also, we have a letter we need to read. And I have this sword. This great sword that we took from the crypt. And I think putting it back might help.
Isn't it? It's a sort of Sir Albert slang.
Sir, yes,
Aldith.
it is a
Aldith?
Yeah.
sword of Sir Aldith slaying. So it might help us slay Sir Aldith.
Why don't we just hit the ghost with it?
That's an idea, but he's already dead.
That's not much of a sword if it made a ghost. Like it didn't really do its job at the end of the day.
I think its job was to keep the ghost in place. You know, like in the crypt that we broke and stuff.
Like a phylactery thing.
Maybe. I'm thinking more of like a ward.
I mean, it's worth a try. It's not going to hurt anything.
See, I agree. Yeah. Before we head back, though, do you want to read the letter?
Yes. I'll pop the seal on that baby. What does it say?
So the seal on it is
Age
on
handed
in
out.
so the seal on it is in black ink or black wax, and it is just a very solid X. Um, and it is a letter asking for the um, the adventuring party that has been present in Fandolin to meet um, in the forest behind the Alderleaf farm under Transcendar Manor at high noon in 2 days.
Well, that sounds like a fight.
Wow,
It
wow, wow.
most certainly does.
Is it addressed by anyone?
Just X, just a big black X at the bottom. Um, and it is specifically asking for your help. Like it's kind of like a higher on letter kind of that has been sent out to ask you guys for help.
Also, still totally sounds like a trap. Okay, we got 2 days to prepare. Do we want, since we're a new party now, like some sort of matching outfit so we roll into this fight looking good? We've got time to execute.
We at least have a name. That's the start.
We are the after party now. Yes. Much better than Team Parthenax, I think. Less pointed.
Yes. So,
Matching
first one looks
outfits.
pretty good.
I could just cover us all in glitter.
I would rather not be covered in inert planar dust.
That makes it a very specific kind of after party.
I suppose.
The kind where you get covered in
It's the kind that a dirty unicorn is at.
Dude, we're the after party that rolls around in the dirty unicorn. We're legit. This is pretty badass.
The glitter comes from the dirty unicorn. Okay, let's move on.
I think we could, at the very least, come up with like a crest almost, or some type of symbol that we could adorn. Maybe not like outfits necessarily, but we could all adorn a pattern or something.
A broken goblet.
A livery. Okay. Any ideas for colors?
Gold.
Yes. As a gold dragonborn, I appreciate this.
A golden broken goblet.
I think there should also be black for Nightshade and Niken, since we can never see him.
I agree to this. As in all in black, but yeah.
Maybe a broken goblet on a field of black inside a circle.
It's like a black background and then a shining broken gold goblet.
Dude, this is so badass.
I'm cool with that.
The after party. The wine has been spilled.
So as you guys are kind of standing in the town center, just discussing team names and logos and whatnot, from the north end of the town, down from Barthen's Provision, you guys see a pretty large cart being pulled kind of strenuously by the two mules that he has. And he's kind of working hard trying to get him to go. And as he looks up, he sees all of you and gives a great wave. Hey, I finished early. I have it for you. I was just about to take it up to the manor. I don't have any spare ass at the moment, but you could probably buy some with our next shipment. Oh God, too hard not to laugh at
that one was too hard for you.
You were so close.
You almost got there.
Spare ass.
And doesn't have any spare ass at the moment. What are you gonna do?
Give him some glitter. That was great. Thank
But
you
he
for the laugh.
says, if I remember correctly, you had quite a tough oxen around that should be able to pull it for you, I believe. I could have some.
Oxen is now a lizard.
She's not available at the moment. Can we take a message?
Lizards are terrible at pulling carts. Why is she a lizard? That doesn't make any sense at all.
You can ask it, but it's a lizard. Anyway, where could a dragonborn find a fine ox?
I can have one brought to the town with our next shipment, probably at the end of this 10-day.
Oh man, dude, how much for How much for 2 hardy strong oxen?
Hmm. Might run about 500 gold for some strong, good oxen.
I
I
don't like
might be
this.
able to work a deal with the what would you even call that? The herder, the farmsman.
Uh,
The breeder?
a cowboy?
All of
With
those. I buy my
with the
oxen from many places.
with the ass handler.
The assmonger.
The ass monger. Strike a deal if you can.
Oh my goodness.
Uh,
I could have my animals finished carrying this up to the manor, though, if you want. I don't know if I can get it to the front door, but at least to the end of that hill.
Yes, if you could. Um, we'll get back to you about the oxen. Could it be pulled by 1 oxen? 2 is out of our
It looks like the
wheelhouse, right?
it looks like the two mules that he have are having kind of a hard time, so an oxen probably would be all right. But loading it up with all your stuff and people, you probably are going to want to.
Well, we can't afford
So
to.
he kind of just meanders past you guys and just brings the animals in the cart up past. Come on, Bessie. Hi, Sadie. Thank you. Yes, work with me this morning, goes.
So I turn back to the party and I go, okay, guys, I don't have too many more magical trinkets I can pass off of something of more value than it actually is. And if we're going to live here, I can't keep lying to these people. Any ideas on what we can get to pull the cart? Eru, maybe? No.
Eru? We're gonna make Eru pull the
I'm
cart?
just spitballing. No bad
Okay,
ideas.
so, all right, no, all right. How much can we say? Maybe has an hour passed in this amount of time, or has it not been that long yet, or what do you think?
But
Let's see if I got
from
enough just to get a short rest, just an hour-long nap, and right there in the yard.
yeah, yeah, sure. You got a short rest in at least. Um, kind of just between everybody talking about design ideas and branding and images.
Um, how many hit dice am I supposed to roll for? It says one d12 plus 4, total of 5. Am I supposed to roll 5 for a short rest, or how
So
many?
however many you want. You could do one, you could do two, you could do five.
Okay, all right, yeah. All right, I'm gonna go for all 5 then.
Niken, do you want to roll an animal handling to see how you and Nightshade do today?
That one was bad. Let me roll a luck. Let me change it. I
It just
rolled a
sounds
10.
like cheating.
You're right, it does.
Well, but that's what luck is, so you're good. What'd you get?
I got a 10 for that one, but I'm gonna roll my luck to change it. And it's being slow. What's up, man? I got a 9 for this one.
Ugh, lame.
Yeah,
That's okay. You've been doing really, really well. Um,
yeah.
it seems like
I
with
need
all
it.
the commotion today. Oh, you got one more luck? Do you want to do another?
What I'm saying is, I needed one more good day, right, for him to
It
actually learn it.
basically, yeah. So yeah, you've had mostly successes so far.
Yeah.
And then two, three, four,
I think I'll save my luck so I can do the fang just in case.
okay, cool. So yeah, today goes all right. It's kind of similar to the last day, but just not as well, probably with the commotion that went on this morning. Both you guys are kind of just distracted, but keeping up with it is helping keep him in the rhythm of it more than anything else. See where were we at? Um, yeah, is there anything else you guys want to do today? Sella, your reading was kind of interrupted a little bit.
That's okay. I kind of want to go and see if we can just stick that sword back in the crypt.
Also, I'm cool with pulling the cart.
At
As long
least
as
until we
nobody gets
find
in
some
it.
fine ass.
Well, it's already going to be to the house, so maybe as like strength exercises, you could pull it back and forth across the yard.
Are you sure his new enfeebled older man body is going to be able to handle it?
Nah, man, orcs age like a fine wine.
I say back, don't be ageist.
I'm
Ageist.
not. I'm being concerned for his well-being. Okay, we don't want him to throw at a hip or a disc or something.
Although I would appreciate a potion to get my age back. You know, that'd be
I
nice.
can
But
help you with that.
I'm trucking on just fine.
Does it
All right.
bother you, Iru, at this moment?
I take it or leave it. I go either way.
I mean,
We'll
we don't
take care of
get
that
much
potion
older
later.
anytime soon, but it's not a concern at this current moment.
No, fit as a fiddle. Good to go.
I mean,
All right,
all you
cool.
guys look
Yeah.
the same to me. All right, let's go.
Whatever.
So you guys head back into the manor to go attempt to put the sword back where you guys found it, more or less. Um, Heading down into the manor dungeon below, and you guys see the crypt there. You walk into the crypt where you see the skeletons kind of just strewn about the floor, unmoving, not really doing much. Um, the crypts are open where the skeletons push the tops up, and the bones just kind of lay scattered wherever you guys had slain them. What do you guys want to do?
Which one is marked with the name of Sir Aldous?
You can tell that there's a coffin on one side that is a little bit more heavily decorated and has a masculine kind of feel to it, and the other two are a little bit smaller and together on the opposite side of the crypt and have a little bit brighter colors to it. Um, Clearly his wife and child.
Okay. Before I stick the sword in there, I'm gonna use detect. Or sorry, not detect. Identify on the coffin to see if it has any intrinsic magical properties.
No?
No?
This is a
And
really
then the
finely
sword.
made casket.
Okay. And the only thing that the sword does is kill Sir Aldous.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, worth a shot. I'm gonna stick it back in the coffin.
Okay. You put the sword in the coffin and kind of wait for anything to happen, but not much happens.
I'm also gonna collect all of the bones that were his and stick them back in the coffin.
So, as you start to gather up the bones, you get kind of like a heavy feeling in your chest, and your whole body just starts to feel weighted and heavy and kind of grim for a couple moments. But as you're placing the remains back into the coffin, all of you can hear kind of like a reverse scream that starts really, really low and quiet, like a whisper, and just gets louder um, in this um, in this crypt. As you start to place the final bones in there, like the scream starts to happen as you got a couple bones left, um, and you place the last couple, and the scream finally just vanishes, and all of you can hear a very slight thank
I think that might have done it, guys. And she's gonna
Whoa.
put her hands together and kind of lower her head, and she's gonna say a prayer for him and the rest of the family.
I'm gonna
you.
quietly
Who do you pray to?
rest in pieces.
The only god that she really has any experience with is Timora, so she'll pray to Timora.
Okay. Yeah, you feel all of you like a little bit of a calm kind of comes over the crypt after you guys put the bones and remains back, along with this sword that seems to have trapped the soul inside of this coffin, more or less. I assume you guys put the remains of the other two also back in their coffins.
Yeah, so we'll make sure that happens.
Nice. Okay. Um, I know it's kind of a down note to end everything on, but we're probably gonna end it there for tonight. I know it's a little bit of a short session and everything, but we just got to get ready for work and stuff. But we'll pick up, unless there's anything you guys want to do for the rest of this day, we'll just pick up on the next one, giving you guys a day to prepare to meet up with X if you guys want to, um, and things like that. I think there was a party conversation that wanted to go on with Salidar. I hope I didn't cut that off. Because you guys wanted to ask about the
Oh,
Forge of Spells,
fruit.
and yeah, it's okay. There's still time. You guys could just like go back and talk to him about that if you wanted. We'll probably
The
just pick
ghost
up
problem
that
is fixed.
on this same day. It's like about 1 p.m. just afternoon, so you guys have got about half a day left if there's anything you guys want to do. But good job on that one for sure. You guys did successfully lay to rest the ghost that was screwing up your house. So good job on that one. I wasn't sure how long it was going to actually last. Um, yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know throughout the week. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording. Thank you everyone for joining us. We will see you next week for another episode of The Gateway with the newly named The After Party. Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.